We're back on the Costa Blanca Torrevieja, and we're going to be talking about things that you probably don't know and you might need to know, especially if you're coming to Spain on holiday or if you live here. So yeah, I'm going to go through about 40 things here of things you do need to know. So yeah, half of them you might know, but I know at least half of you won't know. So yeah, we're going to go along the promenade and have a walk along this nice sunny day, another 17 degrees on the Costa Blanca, and we're going to go through everything you need to know, especially if you're coming here. And I'll tell you what, some of this stuff will really shock you. You won't even know half of this stuff. So make sure you watch it to the end. And of course, we're going to meet the three amigos. We're going to go through the 40 things. So let us know if you found out any rules you didn't know. Let us know in the comments what you found out today that you didn't know before. Some of these things might surprise you. As you see, there's a crossing just behind me. If I was to cross here, I can actually get a fine for not using the crossing because there's one close by. Also in Spain, you can also get fined if you're going along with your music blaring, your arm out your window, or if you're caught blasting your hooter. That is another fine. And of course, you've got to have an ibis in the car and a couple of yellow ibis vest in case you break down on a triangle. And the new law comes in next year with the electric beacons that send a signal. And you're supposed to stay in your car when that comes in next January, and everyone's got to have one of these beacons. So they're saying it's too dangerous to get out your car. You have to stay in the car and wait for the emergency services. And the other thing is there's about 400 deaths on the road in Spain, and they're all motorcycles. And they're saying the motorcycles account for about 1 in 4 of the road deaths here in Spain. Yeah, there's a lot to get through today. Of course, in Spain, we don't have a tip-in service mandatory like you do in other places like America, where it'll make up their wages. You've got to give a 10% tip or whatever it is. But yeah, and it's no tipping culture. The Spanish do not tip at all. But however, when the tourists come over here and they appreciate the service, they do leave a tip, but they're not expecting a tip. Another thing you probably don't know, here in Spain, the unlucky day is not Friday the 13th. In Spain, the unlucky day is Tuesday the 13th. Yeah, Martis in Spain is Tuesday, and that's the day they say you just don't go on any ships or planes, and you definitely don't get married on that day. Not using cash in Spain is pretty common. It's more or less a cashless society. Unless you're in Benidorm, which are all demanding that you pay everything on cash, and they've got these rip-off machines which sometimes cost up to €5 to withdraw money from, the ATMs, because a lot of the bars and restaurants saying they don't accept card payments. But other than that, all over Spain, you've got the taxis and the buses and all that kind of service. Here in Spain, you've got the places which they say card is king, and they're the tourist hubs of Madrid, Barcelona and Ibiza, which is, they're saying, is card friendly. Just bring a little bit of cash. Got this big project going up, and that is expected to be open later this year. Lots of bars, restaurants and cinemas, and the hippie sheds are going to be moved next month. Yeah, in March, they're being relocated for a year over by the water park, the Friday market, while they finish off all this development. If you're thinking of visiting a big city like Madrid, August is a month you really need to avoid because the extreme weather can get up to 40 degrees and a lot of people head towards the beach. And another thing, if you're coming to Spain and you're eating out, well, prepare for late Spanish dining times. Many tourists who come to Spain for the first time end up hungry and waiting for restaurants to open because lunch is between 1 and 4, but if you're having dinner, it's 8 o'clock at night. Of course, Mondays, you probably know on my videos I do all around these towns, Monday's a no-go day for a lot of restaurants. They tend to have Monday off and close. When you come to ordering drinks, you've got to be careful. You could give away that you're a tourist because a lot of people that come to Spain straight on the sangria and cocktails. Instead of that, if you order like a wine or a Tinto Verano, you know, or a Canya beer, you won't give it away so much. If you are thinking of dining out, yeah, you've got to shop around because you've got to get the menu of the day. That's where you get all the bargains. They can range from €8 to €17. Of course, with the menu of the day, a lot of the establishments don't really like pushing it as much, but it's really pushed on in Spain by the government. They try and force these places to offer a menu of the day. Of course, you get a starter, a main and a dessert, tea, coffee, wine or a small beer. And if you're going out for a nice Indian or Chinese, works out a lot cheaper. But of course, they do have set times, they put it on. And they're not happy when you do ask for the menu of the day. If you're thinking of walking along, getting a drink and eating as you walk along, it's not the sort of thing the Spanish people do. They don't eat chips and all that, or burgers while they're walking along. They tend to sit down and relax. And of course, in Spain, if you're caught drinking, around the streets or walking along in a lot of areas, they will fine you. It's the same as the beaches. A lot of these beaches now, Costa Blanca up towards Benidorm, all along now, they're bringing in these smoking bans and you can get fined up to €200 if you got caught smoking on a beach. Also includes vapes. We just met John here. He spotted me. Yeah, he watches me videos. You live here, John?
No, I've got out for 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
I've had it.
Yeah.
25 years now.
Yeah.
And I come out winter time, but Brexit.
Yeah, Brexit's caused a big problem.
So I've got to sort of switch.
You've got to work your weeks out of the day.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
First, like, 20
Yeah,
years,
you could do.
myself.
Yeah,
Stop,
free movement.
stop
Yeah,
3 months.
yeah.
Now it's like picking the days. I pick the weather slots.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
This time of year, I mean, this is summer, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
You get the same weather in the UK we're getting in the winter.
Well, I also look at the flights. I mean, I flew out for 15 quid.
Oh, no, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just a little bag, 15 quid. If you come out in the summer months, it's costing an arm and a leg.
Well, yeah, and then back, I booked March the 8th going back.
Yeah.
27 years.
Oh, we got a dog fight here. Look at that, eh? Ah, so nice meeting you. So whereabouts are you in Torrevieja?
La Valletta.
Oh, right down there. Yeah.
So I'm just nipping down at the bus station. My wife's going back on Saturday, so I'm going reserving her a ticket.
Oh, she's not happy.
No.
No.
Well, I don't know if she might be. Get away from
I've got a key ring for you. Hold on a second, John. Yeah, John says I'm the best blogger on here at the moment, and I'm entertaining and very informative. Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Take care. So off he goes, old John, yeah. Centre bump them all along here while I'm doing my YouTube videos. Of course, it's absolutely banging here today. And it's a dog war as well going on. Spain at 11:30 in the morning. Crazy, isn't it, eh? In February. So even though it's buzzing here in Torrevieja and all these big cities, no matter where you go, there's one thing you do have to be careful of. I tell so many people, and I hear it every day. In my little urbanisation just down the road, we must hear 2 or 3 stories just where we are, and they're the only ones we hear about, where people have been ugger-muggers, where they've been grabbed hold of by the neck. They start off going, directions and all things like that. Cars waiting and off they go. Very, very popular here in Spain, and they move along the coast. And they're just the 3 incidents we've had in our area in the last week. Of course, not everyone tells you about it. They're a bit embarrassed getting robbed. They're chaining their watch and they're really quick at it. And you see on other social Facebook groups, of course, Barcelona, I say 700 robberies a day. So yeah, they're not just doing the ugger-muggings, of course. You've got to be really careful with your belongings, because while you're at the bar, they do the old bag switch, and then at your bag, the phone, they're at every kind of scam going. And they even do the bird crap scam as well, where they spray a load of stuff over without you knowing, and they come along and pretend to help you and pat you down, and before you know it, they've took your wallet. And this happened while I was in Barcelona. They actually done a wallet swap. They had a cheap old wallet stuffed with paper, and they actually took the bloke's wallet. You got the P-Man down in Benidorm, where they all gather along the promenade. I'm not sure why the police don't act on it, and they're there every day. Loads of people on the lookout. You got the P stall free, find the P. Of course, it's a little trick, isn't it? One of them, the P pops up underneath, and then on the other one, the P pops down, so you'll never ever beat them. They're pretty smart on what they do. Scams, so be careful. As you know, everywhere it's happening. And another thing, of course, people ask, can you drink the tap water in Spain? Of course you can drink the tap water in Spain. It's perfectly safe to drink the tap water, and it doesn't give you a belly deli, wherever they say, the old runs and the trots. Tap water's pretty good. Of course, some regions it's better than others. However, and our tap water does taste a bit chloride-y, so we do have a water filter, which is very cheap to install, less than €100. And if you do need to call the emergency service here in Spain, it's 112. And you don't even need a SIM card in your phone. You can actually call the emergency service without a card in your phone and you'll go straight through. Unless you want to ring the local Spanish National Police, which would be 091. But all emergency services is 112. They will get you all of them, the police, the fire brigade, and yeah, the ambulance, whatever you want. And they've normally got a translator as well, so not worried about not speaking the lingo, because they have got people that actually trained at the other end and understand all languages. Because Spain, believe it or not, is the home to the world's second widely spoken languages. Yeah, there's an estimated 440 million native Spanish speakers around the world, second to Mandarin. But yeah, Spanish official language in Spain, in language reasons, of course, it's different, believe it or not. They don't all speak the same lingo. A bit like England, we've got the Scottish, the Irish, the English, and the Welsh. Well, yeah, it's similar really. You've got the Catalans, which is the Basque, and then you've got the Galician. So yeah, we've got all different languages spoken in different regions. So you can speak a bit of Spanish down in Torrevieja, and if they're from one of them regions, they might not understand you. Whatever you do, don't ever speak to a Catalan and say you Spanish, because they would absolutely go ballistic. And yeah, they will really pee them off, because there's 7 million people in Spain are so proud of their language and culture and history, and they will really be offended. Another thing about Spain is, you all know mañana, and it is mañana. If they say they're going to be at 11 o'clock, they won't rush. They'll still sit and chill out at a bar and just go in their own time. So yeah, unlike very punctual in England and don't like to be late, I think they go out their way to be late on purpose. You tell them 11 o'clock and they'll be at 12, and you'll tell them you're late and they'll just laugh at you because it's mañana. If you're a woman and you're an entrepreneur, Spain is the best place ever for female entrepreneurs. Yeah. In the last 5 years, beginning of the global financial crisis, 40% of new business in Spain, which was all done by the Spanish entrepreneurs, 800,000 businesses. Yeah, even though you might be up on the promenade and you're right next to the beach and you want to go into one of the bars, of course, in Spain, if you're in one of the big places like Mallorca and you know, Barcelona, Seville, Madrid, you could get fined up to 100 to 200 euros walking the streets in your swimsuit. Even though here in Spain, you do have these beaches where you can, yeah, strip off basically, nudity. And yeah, of course, it's the 3,000 hours of sunshine a year we get, and this boiling hot weather, certain parts of Spain, they're designated areas where, yeah, you can let it all bear off and get roasted and toasted. And another thing is, Spain has the 5th largest population, 47 million. It does sound a lot, but of course it's a big area, Spain, and a lot of them in these urban areas as well. You've got 6.5 million just in Madrid, and then you've got Barcelona, 5.5 million down in Barcelona as well. So yeah, big cities are well populated. The 2nd largest country in the EU, and yeah, it's got a name actually, and they call it the Kingdom of Spain. I've just bumped into 3 Americans, well, near enough anyway, the 3 amigos, and they're over here on vacation, and they're one of my subscribers, so we're going to have a chat with them. We've got Clint,
Yep.
Clint here, Dave,
And Paul.
Paul, and you're on holiday here, of course, promoting your business, is that right?
That's right. That's right.
Working on the business, indeed.
Working on the business, and what is it all about? What is it you actually do?
Paul?
I don't know if this resonates.
Oh yeah, it looks like a beard. It looks like you actually.
We launched
Yeah.
men's grooming company,
Gotcha. Yeah, great.
a brand. We're based at where the product is produced in Riga, Latvia. I'm based in Latvia.
Okay. Yeah. Lovely.
So yeah, just a
Oh,
brand that
well, we just sneaked that in. We're Americans, but you're all a group of friends.
we grew up
about this high.
Oh, great.
About 47 years, I think.
Wow. How did you meet though at the beginning?
In school.
In junior high, grade school.
Grade school.
Oh,
Just kids.
yeah, great.
Grade school,
47
we've all had our
years.
journeys. I've been a 3-decade-plus expat.
Wow, you only look about 25, 30 and 47 years. You sure about that? Crazy, ain't it?
And we follow you.
You're following me? Yeah, that's great. I'm really glad you're helping
We're
you.
here looking for kind of a winter base.
Yeah,
right?
you come to the right time of year. This is summer for us in the winter.
Beautiful.
And then when the real summer kicks in August, 40 degrees, they're all moaning it's too hot.
Indeed.
But yeah,
You've got the ocean.
yeah, you come to the 3,000 hours of sunshine a year, 360 days
We're loving it.
of sun,
We're loving it so
yeah.
far. We've been here about 5 days.
Yeah.
About another 25.
Whereabouts are you staying here?
We've got an Airbnb down the road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't know, that place.
Yeah,
know if you know
yeah. Of course I know everything.
Yeah,
Of course.
destinations just down the way.
Torrevieja, everything you need to know. Hotels,
Good to meet you,
bus
man. Now we
service.
know
Been everywhere.
Yeah.
You know those places.
And you watched my night video as well, so that must have helped
Nightlight
you.
2 days
video.
ago, they were watching it on
Yeah.
TV.
We
were
I was
watching
doing
it on
something else.
Great, yeah, lovely. So yeah, you need to get on Dragons Den, mate, because this is a very good idea.
Tansana.com.
That is a great idea, yeah. And I see he shaved his beard off, so he must have bought the beard trimmer, and you bought the grooming, yeah. Yeah, great. Really nice meeting you, chaps. Good luck with your business, and yeah, keep following your channel. Great, mate. Take care. So great. Take care, boys. See you soon. Yeah, promoting their beard company. I thought it was a beer, but no, definitely beard. Grooming. Go, keep bumping into subscribers. Yeah, nice chaps there. 47 years friends. Wow, that's a long time. He said I need to grow a beard, but as you know, I did have a goatee. Wife said I look like a tramp. I should have had his grooming products. Boss, what are we selling today? Some sunglasses. I tell you, you got a good day for sunglasses. How much are we going to be paying for these today? Yeah. What's the price of these snazzy glasses? How much we expected to pay? No. I just want to know what we're selling them for. There's a lot of other things you can't do and do in Spain. And yeah, you're not allowed to spit on the floor in Spain. And if you get caught spitting on the floor in Spain, you'll get fined. And if you're thinking of driving in Spain as well, the driving age on the roads is 18. So yeah, so much to get on with. So yeah, the other thing, of course, I never got through was the EU's second largest country in Spain. And like I said, it was a Kingdom of Spain. And to give you an idea of its official title, it's the second country in the European Union, other than France, with around 506,000 square metres. And that's when you start including the Canary Islands. Other things you can see today, the Spanish do love to chill out. They actually spend around 16 to 24 hours a day chilling out, leisuring, drinking and eating. And of course they're on their bikes and walking around like we've got today. Despite it's important as religious you might think Spain is, well it really ain't. It's not Spanish culture at all to be religious, because there's only 13.5% of the whole population that goes to church on a Sunday. That said, some 70% of the locals identify themselves as a Roman Catholic. Other thing as well, yeah, it's gay friendly. So if you're gay and you're thinking of coming to Spain, yeah, it's a gay friendly place. The majority generally takes religion quite seriously and actually legalised gay marriages here in 2005. Yeah, they've built their reputation actually on having gay beaches and gay areas for these people that do come over here. That's why down in Benidorm they do hold a big, well, pride, innit? Gay pride, and we've done many videos of the Fiesta Gay Pride, and hundreds and thousands turn up every year. It is absolutely ramo. You can check that out if you want to have a look at that video. But yeah, it's pretty good really. And people go down there for 2 or 3 days and see this big festival, one of the biggest in the world. Spain is a gay-friendly place, and they welcome with open arms, with lots of nightclubs and even restaurants. Down in Madrid is one of the most friendly places. Of course, you've got other friendly cities in Europe, and then you've got the, of course, the Canary Islands, and some parts you've got the big gay clubs in Ibiza. Best thing about being in Spain, of course, you live a lot longer. Yeah, the old survey, the highest life expectancy here, so if you expected to live to up the age of 83. The only other country that gets anywhere near it is Japan, which they reckon it's between 85 years and 79 for men. So yeah, women are living longer. But yeah, I did say it's the healthiest place in Spain. It's the Mediterranean diet, sunshine, a relaxed atmosphere. And if you want to get about in Spain, they say skip the old planes, even though if you're using the planes here in regions of parts of Spain from the airport, they're literally cheap as chips, like 20 euros just go on a local flight here internationally. But they're saying, yeah, you don't always have to get the plane because the trains is as cheap as it is catching a plane. Got the fast highway speed network here in Spain, and yeah, you can get from city to city, like Madrid and Seville in 2 hours, and yeah, literally as quick as that. No need to check in and wait around for a couple of hours at the airport. As you know, they all love a bit of wine here and sangria. Well, Spain's the 3rd largest producer of the wine, other than France and Italy. Almost half of the wine here is vintage and is sold at a low price, starting from €3 to €8 for a bottle of wine. That is cheap, isn't it, eh? We do have a problem, of course, because they live a long while here and the ageing population. They project come 2050, United Nations says we'll have one of the oldest populations in the world. And yeah, that's 20% of the population, 60 and above. If you come into Spain and you're prepared to dodge the tax man, just like this chap here, his wheelbarrow, yeah, good news to know, yeah, there's not many tax inspectors here in Spain. I reckon there's only one tax inspector for every 2,000 people that pay tax. As you know, in England, it's a lot more tax inspectors than that. And yeah, as you just see, all these people flogging all this gear everywhere, and that's what they're saying. The Spanish authorities estimate a quarter of Spain's GDP is from the black market. And talk about black market, if you get caught smoking weed in the streets, you can get done. But you're okay if you smoke in your house. And if you walk around the back streets of Torrevieja at night, you do get a good old whiff of the old weed. And yeah, the first novel was written in Spain back in 1605. Miguel Cervantes. He wrote Don Quixote, widely considered by the world's first modern poet, and the book of the most important pieces of Spanish literature was written here, and it was all to do with founding of the Westerners. We have got a bit of bad news when it comes to the employment, because we've got the 2nd highest employment rate in the whole of Europe, and this goes back to 2019. And believe it or not, just behind that is Greece. You would have thought that was top of the list. That's a rate of 13.8%, and the improvement from 2.4%. Tell you what, we've got some good artists here in Spain, and produced some of the world's greatest artists. Yeah, dating back to the 17th century, the old Pablo Picasso, and yeah, as you know, Salvador Dali, into the 20th century. So yeah, we've got a lot of the top artists, producers in here in Spain. Of course, it's a big, giant world of football here as well. Yeah, this big game, the La Liga, topped the FIFA's world rankings for over 5 years, between 2008 and 2013. And then they won in 2010 the World Cup, the European Championship, 2008 and 2012. We've got the big lottery they do in Spain as well, the El Gordo in Spain every year, prize fund of over 2.24 billion, and that's in December. And yeah, everyone makes sure they get a lottery ticket, around about 20 euros. They do this big lottery. And of course, Christmas here in Spain, just down the road of Lazina Beach, you'll find thousands of people dressed up as Father Christmas, all plucked to the beach, and with their barbecues. They actually get there the day before and pitch up with their tents and all their little fancy barbecues. Thousands and thousands. So yeah, big thing going on here on a Costa Blanca Christmas. And in Spain, it's one of the world's most popular tourist destinations for its historic places and the beaches and the mountains, the trekking, everything basically. And that's why the visitors come here. And in 2018, Spain was the 2nd popular global tourist destination other than France, with over 82 million people. We've even got the oldest restaurant here in Spain as well, in Madrid. And yeah, it's a restaurant-y boating. which, yeah, a team of Guinness World Records have awarded the title of the world's oldest restaurant. And it's been serving loads of like speciality signature dishes, roast sucklings and pig since 1725. And yeah, when it comes to the old energy there, the wind, turbines and that, Spain heads the way when it comes to this renewable energy. In fact, it was the first country in the world to have this great source of electric back in 2013 with these turbines. And yeah, just under 54,000 gigawatt of hours electricity, which is yeah, the fifth of the nation's usage. And if you like olive oil, well, this is it, because this place is forgiven for thinking Greece or Italy produced the most in the world. Well, olive oil, yeah, is actual fact. Spain leads the way out of all the Iberian countries, produces over 1.5 million tonnes of the stuff. Mainly all comes from the southern region of Andalusia. You've also got 47 of the World Heritage Sites here. When it comes to school though, Spain is a bit below the old school qualifications, because official stats around half of all the adults aged 64 equivalent to high school diploma are well below the average of 75%. However, the younger generation are bucking a trend with 65% gaining the qualifications, and it's growing. So yeah, that's a bit of good news, isn't it, eh? The schooling's getting better here in Spain. Just like the healthcare. The healthcare is brilliant in Spain. It's one of the best going. You cannot knock the healthcare. I don't expect to see any bullfights in Spain, because yeah, it's a dying trend here now. And Catalonia was the second Spanish region to ban this blood sport, other than the Canary Islands. So even though you see all these bull rings, a lot of them, yeah, don't get no bullfighting. They're really trying to wipe it out completely. Of course, a lot of people come to Spain. They've got a lot of things on their bucket list, especially Sagrada Familia down in Barcelona. So many museums and monument places they want to visit. But yeah, be prepared, because in August, summer months, you won't be able to see these attractions, because you've got to book well ahead, literally weeks ahead, maybe a month ahead if you want to go there, because it's the world's most visited place. And they all want to see this Sagrada Familia. As you know, they've been working on it years. I know there was a lot of things you found out today what you didn't already know. Some you might have known. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'd like to say thank you to our new member there, old McIntyre. He joined the other day. Of course, he gets to see the videos before they go live. Also supports me. And I appreciate everyone that has supported me with the coffees. And of course, the super thanks. Really appreciate that. And yeah. You want to check out the next video just up there if you want to know more about Spain.